Right now, a dangerous combination of tornadoes, blizzards, and an Arctic blast is barreling toward more than 270 cities across America. And if you live anywhere east of the Rockies, this storm is coming for you. Here is what makes this week unlike anything we have seen this entire winter. Temperatures in the Midwest hit 30 degrees above normal today. Cities from Kansas to Kentucky recorded highs in the 70s and 80s. Augusta, Maine saw 72 degrees, northern New Jersey touched 80. It felt like May across half the country, but that warmth is the fuel. That warmth is what is feeding a monster storm system right now. And when the Arctic air crashes into it, the collision is going to be violent. Stay with me for the next few minutes because I am going to walk you through exactly when this storm hits your city, hour by hour, state by state. And at the 5-minute mark, I am going to reveal which areas face the most dangerous window overnight, the hours when most people are asleep and least prepared. Let me start with what is happening right now. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a moderate risk for severe weather across parts of Illinois and northwestern Indiana. That is a level 4 out of 5. The last time they issued a moderate risk for this region in March, it produced a major tornado outbreak. Right now, the zone around Peoria and Kankakee is ground zero. Dew points in the 60s are streaming all the way up to the frontal boundary in northern Illinois. A low-level jet is pumping tropical moisture directly into the storm zone. Cells are already firing southwest of Chicago as we speak. Here is the hour-by-hour breakdown you need. If you are in central Illinois, northern Illinois, or northwestern Indiana, storms begin intensifying between 5 and 6 in the evening Central Time. By 7 and 8, strong supercells with rotation are expected. Radar is already showing classic supercell structure with hook echoes developing. Storm tops reaching 42,000 feet. Between 9 and midnight, this is your peak danger window. Multiple intense cells with large hail, 2 to 3 inches in diameter, and the possibility of EF2 to EF3 tornadoes. That is not a typo. EF3, strong enough to rip homes off their foundations. But here is what most people do not realize. This storm does not stop at midnight. It keeps going. From midnight to 3 in the morning, a massive line of storms pushes through Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. You cannot rule out QLCS tornadoes embedded in that line. These are the sneaky ones. They form inside squall lines in the middle of the night when you are sleeping. Make sure your weather alerts are on. Charge your phone tonight. Now let me expand outward because this system is enormous. If you are in Texas, storms are already firing. The enhanced risk stretches from the Edwards Plateau and Hill Country all the way up through Fort Worth, Ardmore, and into central Oklahoma. Between 10 in the evening and midnight Central Time, a huge line of hail-producing storms rolls through the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. Look at the hail cores in every single one of those cells. This is a wall of hail moving through overnight. A second wave of storms hits Dallas-Fort Worth around 3 in the morning, weaker than the first, but still capable of damage. For Kansas City and northern Missouri, storms build between 8 and 9 in the evening. By 10, a large cluster of severe cells moves through with significant hail. This continues through midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Very powerful storms all night long into the early morning hours. Do not skip the next part. This is critical for the Northeast and Ohio Valley. As these storms push eastward Wednesday, the severe threat shifts to the Tennessee Valley, Kentucky, the Ohio Valley, and the interior Northeast. Expect damaging winds of 50 to 60 miles per hour with individual storm cells producing gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour. Eastern Ohio Valley could see an enhanced risk upgraded by tomorrow. Cities from Toledo to Pittsburgh to Charleston, West Virginia need to be on alert Wednesday afternoon through Wednesday night. Now here's the plot twist nobody is talking about enough. This is not one storm. This is 3 storms in 6 days. Storm number 1 is the tornado and severe weather outbreak happening right now through Wednesday morning. Storm number 2 arrives Thursday into Friday. A powerful clipper system drops out of Canada and races across the Great Lakes. This one brings 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, possible blizzard conditions along the Great Lakes, and a burst of heavy snow. In the northern Rockies, wind gusts of 70 to 90 miles per hour are possible in higher elevations. Central Montana, central and eastern Wyoming, the Front Range foothills, all under high wind watches. We are talking gusts strong enough to flip semi-trucks on the interstate. From Bismarck to Spokane, Casper to Cheyenne, just west of Denver, high wind watches are posted. Do not be on Interstate 90 through the Washington Cascades or the Bitterroots Wednesday night through Saturday morning. Blizzard warnings are in effect. Up to 3 feet of snow possible in the mountain passes. Storm number 3 is the big one, Sunday into Monday. A deep Arctic blast plunges temperatures 15 to 20 degrees below average across the eastern 2/3 of the country. By Monday morning, freezing temperatures push all the way down to Texas. Wind chills reach into Florida. This is the coldest air we have seen this entire March, and all 3 major models, the GFS, the Canadian, and the European, are in agreement that it is coming. Let me give you the snow totals because these numbers are staggering. Over the next 6 days, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan is looking at 2 to 3 feet of snowfall. The Northern Rockies could see 3 to 4 feet in higher elevations. Northern Wisconsin, heavy snow building past Green Bay. Marquette, Michigan, under a winter storm warning for up to 9 inches near the lake. Minnesota picks up 2 to 5 inches with heavier totals further north. Even areas around Flint could see accumulation. And there is an ice threat on top of all of this. Northern Michigan faces freezing rain mixed with snow, up to 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation. That does not sound like much until your power lines come down and your roads turn into skating rinks. Now let me talk about temperatures, because after those storms pass, the cold is brutal. Monday morning brings the deepest freeze. The GFS and Canadian models both show freezing temperatures diving deep into the south. Tuesday morning, it comes back again. You will feel the wind chill all the way from Texas to Florida. Wednesday, another round of freezing temperatures. 3 consecutive mornings of dangerous cold. But wait, here is something you absolutely need to know. After this cold blast passes, models show a brief warm-up. Temperatures swing above average for a few days, but do not be fooled. Every single long-range model is showing another cold blast arriving late March into early April. The pattern is locked in. Cold, warm, cold again. We have been tracking this for weeks, and the data keeps confirming it. Now for the Southwest, you are dealing with the opposite extreme. Los Angeles hits 85 on Wednesday, 97 on Thursday, 99 on Friday. Palm Springs reaches 101 by Saturday. Phoenix is flirting with 97 degrees. If Phoenix breaks 100 degrees before March 26th, that will set an all-time record for the earliest 100-degree day in history. The heat spreads into the San Joaquin Valley with temperatures near 90 by Monday. The Southeast is not escaping either. Temperatures in the 80s and 90s from Fort Myers to Jacksonville. Jacksonville could hit 92 degrees tomorrow. But a large storm complex moves across the deep south Wednesday night into Thursday, reaching the Carolinas, Georgia, and northern Florida by Thursday afternoon. Heavy rain on top of warm conditions means localized flooding is a real possibility. For the northern plains, Grand Forks is stuck in the icebox with highs around freezing, while cities just to the south enjoy 80s. The northeast Black Hills region picks up 2 to 4 inches of snow today. Sheridan, Wyoming, and the Crow Reservation also under winter weather advisories. Here is what I need you to do right now. First, make sure you have a way to receive weather alerts overnight. Tornadoes at 2 in the morning do not care if you are sleeping. Second, if you are in the path of Thursday SE wind event, secure anything outside that can become a projectile. Third, stock up before the weekend Arctic blast. Roads could become dangerous in a hurry, and this is important. Drop a comment right now with your city and state. I will make sure to update you with specific forecasts for your area as these storms develop. Whether you are in Chicago or Charlotte, Dallas or Denver, Phoenix or Portland, let me know where you are watching from and I will get you the details you need. We are tracking all 3 of these storm systems in real time. The next update is going to focus on the Sunday into Monday Arctic blast because the models are showing something even colder than what I just described. The latest data is pushing those temperatures even deeper. You do not want to miss that one. One more thing before I go. The flood watch is in effect for the Chicago area and much of northeast Illinois through late tonight. Heavy rain on already saturated ground means flash flooding is a real threat. If you see water covering a road, turn around. Do not drive through it. 6 inches of moving water can knock you off your feet. 12 inches can carry away a vehicle. For those of you traveling this week, avoid Interstate 90 through the Cascades and Northern Rockies from Wednesday night through the weekend. Avoid the Great Lakes corridor Thursday into Friday. And if you are planning a road trip south to escape the cold this weekend, get ahead of that Arctic blast. By Sunday night, conditions deteriorate fast. Stay safe out there tonight, especially if you are in Illinois, Indiana, Texas, or anywhere along that storm line. Check on your neighbors, make sure elderly family members have their alerts turned on. And keep watching because this week is